What's up? I'm Gabby Wilson for MTV News, and I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, the boss, Rick Ross.
What's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm good. It's been a minute since you were through these halls. I feel like it's been like a year. What have you been doing for the past year?
Just preparing this album, you know, making sure this was, I feel like, possibly my magnum opus.
Yeah?
This could be that one.
Yeah, so we're going to talk a lot about the album. You've got some singles out, you've got a video, you opened some Wingstops. It's been a good week, or good year. But this week, I saw that you were partying with Gronk, and I want to get into that a little bit first.
Most definitely, I got you.
How did that happen?
I've been supporting the Patriots. I've been a fan. A lot of my friends been there. Shout out to Robert Kraft. 2 or 3 Super Bowls ago, I went out and partied with him a couple times. So this one really wasn't nothing different. I was in Atlanta. I had a lot of business in Atlanta. I got a lot going on. So, I was rooting for really both. I just wanted a great game.
You're playing both?
Yeah, I just wanted a great game. So, the Pats pulled it off, and I came out to Connecticut casino. We partied. And for the first time I ever threw up. I never threw up in my life. And
for why? Too many wings, or?
No, it wasn't the wings. I was drinking Bel Air early in the day, which was a real calm day. I played music for a few people. Then when I got with the Grunk, I switched it up. I switched up to Brown. And we just had a good time. We really was jumping up on stage.
Yeah.
And I usually don't jump like that. But the Grunk had
sure. So Gronk got you sick. That's not okay. It's all right. You seem all right now.
He took care of me though, because when I stooped down, and threw up.
Was it at the party?
Yeah, I was on stage. Went down, threw up behind the DJ booth. I apologized to my DJ. I took his towel that he kept from the champagne we was spilling, that he was protecting his laptop with. I took that to keep my beard nice.
Right, yes,
yeah. More important.
So you owe him a laptop now? Is that what you're saying?
I possibly do. It's a good chance. But, Grunt kept leaning down. You good? Yeah. I'm good. So, after the last time, I felt great.
Well, I think that's like a hallmark of a good night. Getting a little bit crazy.
It was. I woke up the next day, with a few cool stories.
There's a lyric in I Think She Liked Me where you say that Tom Brady is your new neighbor. Is that true? Are you actually neighbors with Tom Brady?
What I really meant, when I said that was that Tom Brady is the greatest. So you can put me next to him.
Got it. So it's not a situation where you have to bring a fruitcake to him and Giselle now?
No. I might, I
You might still do it?
You never know. I may make my way over to LA soon, you know what I'm saying? I need me a spot in Cali.
That's awesome. So you just released a new single, Summer 17, which I think is a really bold move to drop a song like that when there's still snow on the ground.
Right.
Why do that?
Because really it's a motivational record, and it needs a little time to build up. So by the summertime, hopefully it'll be one of those records that the world can appreciate, But I recorded it maybe 2 weeks ago, just feeling good, thinking about the summer. And I just dropped it, fed it to the streets. I said they need this from Rose.
So tell me a little bit about what that song is about.
Summer 17, I said I want to see my whole team rich. It's like just sitting back, me being in a solid position. I've seen, success in a lot of different areas. But at the same time, I still sit back, take time out and think about my counterparts, my partners, even the ones that's lowest, at the bottom of the pole. So regardless.
Just starting out.
Yeah, regardless, it's always the same. Regardless if you sweeping or mopping, the ambition should be to own it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, for sure.
I was just doing that for the homies.
So do you think that there will be a video for Summer 17 anytime soon?
It's a good chance.
Yeah.
I just shoot something for my homies and throw it out there.
That's awesome.
It's time to shoot everything right now. It's time for it.
Yeah, you're just creating, putting it all out there. I think that what you're saying about giving back to all of your homies and the community that you come from is a nice through line through a lot of your work, especially Buy Back the Block.
Right.
There's a little bit of that with that too.
Most
Talk to
definitely.
me about that song and what the concept for that was.
The concept for Buy Back the Block really I felt was what I owed to the culture, being in my position on the mountaintop. From my point of view, let's celebrate, let's inspire each other. I understand the small things, you know, can make us happy for short periods of time. You know, when I say the small thing, the jewels or whatever it is, but let's always keep, you know, our eyes on the big picture, you know, which is ownership, whatever that may be. Let's focus on, you know, being the owners and working towards that. You know, let's talk about cleaning up where we from, cleaning up the community, investing, you know, back into where we from. So that's what I felt I owed the game, and after that, now I could go to talking about gold toilet seats.
Yeah. Well, how what does that mean for you? Like, how are you investing in where you came from?
Well, you know, first and foremost, I started with my family. That's what I feel like, you know, being a man, I think you should start with your home, and you know, you go from there, and that's what I did. And so when I said I wanted to buy a franchise, I said, yo, this is what we finna do. We ready? You know what I mean? And here we are, 30 franchises later, you know, and still doing other things. Shout out to Checkers, and you know, it's just all about family to me. And you know, the jobs I provided, you know, there's nobody in the family that can't say you can't get a job, you know what I'm saying? So it's all on you at this point.
Yeah, you're taking a lot of that power into your own hands and providing a lot of opportunities.
And that's what it's about. That's what it's about, you know?
How did you get Gucci Mane and 2 Chainz onto that track?
You know, I just hit them up. Those my homies. Those been friends of mine since Gucci Mane first came out when he released So Icy. He been a homie, 2 Chainz as well. So I just felt like they most definitely were 2 dudes that, you know, the community respected and remained active. You know, so that's what made me pick those 2 dudes. It's not about, it wasn't about how much money they had, because, you know, we know they both successful, but it was more about who I see that's still active in the community. I felt like I could represent Miami point of view, and you know, these dudes from the South, and this would be a good representation of what the youngins need to make sure they get, you know what I mean, a piece of.
Yeah, so working on Buy Back the Block, did you have conversations with Gucci Mane and 2 Chainz about how they were giving back to their communities?
We most definitely talked about a lot of different things. You know, 2 Chainz is most definitely an entrepreneur. And, you know, I'm not sure if he, you know, spoke publicly, but, you know, I know of a couple different investments that he has, as well as Gucci Mane. He, you know, he back out, he doing this thing, and, you know, he on a positive vibe. We most definitely talking about films. As you see the little skit at the beginning, that was really us just working on some other things that we finna have in motion. So it should be a lot of cool things.
You and Gucci Mane in some films?
Yeah, we most definitely talking about.
Like what?
Yeah. But yeah, we most definitely
Comedies, dramas?
It's gonna be some get money, but we want it to still be, you know, just a classic. Whatever the classic entails. I have a script that I wrote myself. He has some ideas, so we just finna sit down and make it happen.
I'm gonna put my cards in to see you guys do like a buddy cop film. I think that would be really fun.
You never know. You know, whatever win. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to it. Whatever we gonna have fun and, you know what I'm saying? Get us some chalupas with, you know.
Well, why do you think that the kind of activism, I would call it activism, what you guys rap about on Buy Back the Block, why do you think that that kind of activism is important to you?
Because that's the big picture. That's the knowledge. Once again, it go back to ownership. You know, I think that the best gift you could give your mother is if she don't have the title to her home, is that's something you could work towards. Here, Mom, this yours. That's you. And, you know, that's the energy we putting out there. Of course, it takes a lot of work. Of course, everybody can't. But that's just the ambition. That's just to make sure it's on your heart.
Right.
And let it kind of guide, you know, the way you move and the way you hustle. And if that's yours, you know, if you have those type of ambitions, you should end up all right.
So looking to your album, which is dropping
real soon.
Real soon?
I'll be announcing the date in the next week or 2 at the most.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's made up more of like sort of these politically charged tracks like Buy Back the Block, or like party tracks like I Think She Liked Me? Though you do have a Ben Carson line on I Think She Liked Me. But you know, which of those things make up the new album?
And you know, when I'm making music, I just really want to speak my mind. I never feel pressure to, you know, do nothing that I don't want to do. And that's what it's about. So when I do say certain things and I do touch on certain things, that's most definitely genuine. But as far as the album and the balance, I think that's gonna be your opinion.
Okay.
That you gonna make, but this is the highest grade of Maybach music.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many times do you think you drop Maybach music on that album?
Maybach music. Hopefully at least it'll say Maybach music.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll say it at least 5 times.
At least 5 times?
At least.
I would guess if there are like 13 tracks, you probably have it on at least 11.
I might do that for you now.
Oh, yes.
I might do that for
Exclusive.
you. I got you.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the album some more, too. You obviously have a Ty Dolla $ign feature on I Think She Like Me. You worked with Future a little bit. I think I saw you in the studio with Kanye.
I was in the studio with Jay-Z.
Yeah. In what capacity can we see these figures on your new album?
Hov, one of those dudes that if I was doing something with Hov, you kind of let that take place, and then you just you just come knocking on the door, voila. You know what I'm saying? But for the pictures that I did post, that was a listening session, me playing my album for him.
Yeah.
Just so I could get his point of view, not before the album was out, which is what I usually do, but before I complete the album, which is different. I wanted that perspective right then, and
Did he have any good nuggets of wisdom to give for this drop?
Like I said, this could possibly be that magnum opus of my collection.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How does that feel to feel like you have created the pinnacle of your work so far?
That's really the only thing that I could really chase, other than, giving my fans what I want. The only thing personally I could chase is making making a body of work that my fans can argue is this the best.
Right.
And then now let's debate it. And you've done your job. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope.
I imagine as an artist, it's a constant battle of trying to stay true to yourself, but also one-upping yourself so that your fans are really blown away at the end of the day.
You gotta want to blow your fans away. You gotta want to make sure they understand your vision and appreciate it. Whatever it is that they loved you for from the beginning, me coming into my 9th album, you have to make sure that excitement is still alive. And so, wanting to, do something big for your fans is a good thing. And make sure you keep it, a good thing. Don't let it take you nowhere else. I really ain't, doing nothing crazy out, but I'm trying new things, but,
You're still you.
Of course.
So since this is such a big album, are you going to do something really big to release it?
Well, we have a couple ideas for the actual announcing the release date. It's gonna be dope itself. When we announce the release date, that's gonna be dope itself. And as far as the release, we most definitely gonna do a different rollout. I'm still chopping it up with the team over at Epic. L.A. Reid is, most definitely got his hands on this, and my squad, Young Sav, and everybody else over at the team. This is gonna really be a big one.
Nice. All right. Well, we look forward to it. I can't wait to see how you release all this and how it's going to sound when it comes out.
I can't wait.
Thanks so much for talking.
I think she liked me.
You're right.